Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, here to review some Lakers action as we win 142 to 125 against the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Staples Center after a three-game road trip that I felt, okay, if we win like 2 out of 3 of those, I'm happy, but clean sweep and a quick stop home before a 5-game road trip, which is going to be very difficult moving forward. But before we, get ahead of ourselves, let's talk about this game. Coming in, it was, of course, Dwight Howard's birthday. So I figured, all right, man, it'd be really cool if Dwight went for double digits in this game to have him, get that birthday present from the Staples Center. But with no Rondo, no Avery Bradley, it was just the AD and LeBron show. I mean, from the very get-go, despite the fact that LeBron did get into some foul troubles early on, but the passes that these two make, I mean, from LBJ to AD, the quarterback passes were just spectacular. I mean, just dime passes, man. It is just astounding what those two can do together. Just brilliant stuff. And it felt as though the LA defense and offense was doing relatively well. Leading at 39 to 31 at the first quarter. But it's curious because when the Minnesota Timberwolves switched on in the shooting department, it looked like a different game altogether. They're making their threes. They have a great, healthy 18-4 run going. But you have the Lakers. I mean, they're just there. I mean, this is a different quality of Lakers team where even if they're down, you're not really worried all that much. You got all these guys like LeBron James, Alex Caruso, obviously stepping up huge. Anthony Davis just doing the nasty business of making each and every fucking bucket he can. And those fucking buckets were basically what more or less solidified this game in favor of the Lakers. And you just see the continuous really clawing of the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're just trying to get back at this game, eke at it. And the Lakers only lead 73 to 65 at the end of the first half. And coming out, you feel, okay, cool. Lakers are hitting it on offense again. Defense is proving to be pretty significant, at least in the third quarter. But it felt like, yes, okay, like the Lakers were moving their offense, the ball was moving, just dynamic, but you see Minnesota not down for long. They were able to bounce back into this game. They had momentum in their favor, pretty much making a 19-point run. I mean, not a 19-point run, really, a 19-point dude, I keep forgetting the goddamn words. But we were up 19 points. That's what I'm trying to fucking say. But the Minnesota Timberwolves were able to just scratch back and end the quarter 103 to 110, which is huge. I mean, they did absolutely phenomenal. Just pressuring the Lakers consistently. And through this fourth quarter, you felt, okay, this is going to be a really heavy bout, and we're just going to see who wins it out. But really, in the latter half, after the 6-minute mark in the fourth quarter, it just felt as the Lakers were in their element. They knew how to switch it on, and once they go into that maximum turbo overdrive, it's over. It's over. You got AD shooting at ridiculous efficiency. You got LeBron James just shooting threes for fun and dabbing with Quinn Cook at the fucking half court, just little high fives and shit. And you got Caruso just shooting in the teens, doing really well. Everybody stepping up and doing their part. Just all around brilliance in terms of how this team can come together and make their shit happen. And unfortunately for the Minnesota Timberwolves, what shots did go in through the first 3 quarters bounced out. Very bad misses, and turnovers did not help the matter. And after a certain point, about 3 or so minutes left, you felt the Lakers were going to lead away with this. So you bring AD out, who had a monstrous game. You just could not stop this guy today. You bring in Talon Horton-Tucker to, get himself acclimated to some NBA experience, NBA environment in the Staples Center, right? Just very boisterous, very loud, energetic environment over there. And you just see the Lakers close this game out. With LeBron James back-to-back three, it was just over. It was over. And the next thing you know, you're checking the box score and looking at the Minnesota Timberwolves and thinking, on any other given night against any other team, this is a win. You had, what, more than 5 or 6 players in double digits, including Karl Anthony Towns, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal. Andrew Wiggins, 19 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Robert Covington, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, and 1 block. And again, this marks as a total team effort, in my opinion, for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And again, there is nothing to be ashamed of with the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think they played a valiant game, brilliant effort on their part, but it unfortunately comes up short against a different tier team. And I know people are going to give me every goddamn excuse to not give that credibility to the Lakers, but look at what they fucking done today. All right, let me read you some of these points, and just tell me if this is ridiculous or not. Anthony Davis, 50 points on 69% shooting from the field goal with 100% on the free throws after 10 attempts, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and 1 block. This guy's a monster. Whatever AD does, it's just phenomenal to watch. He's just a difference maker. What he does on offense and defense, when he has a night like this where the shooting efficiency is ridiculous, it's game over, dude. You've won. You've beaten everybody down. There's no self-esteem back, and it's just a beautiful thing to watch. And you got LeBron James, 32 points, 4 rebounds, 13 assists, 1 steal. Just a night where by the second half he was walking on 4 fouls. He's still able to find his space. He's still able to operate under his own terms and just play brilliantly. I mean, what else is there to say? Caruso with 27 minutes logged in, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. I mean, you're seeing the rise of a dominant role player who's getting the credit he deserves. I mean, Alex Caruso may not be the 30-point guy that all the NBA nerds get boners for, but Alex Caruso does everything right, defense and offense. I mean, this guy's incredible, and to see him just get the payoff of playing on the court and playing brilliantly, just beautiful to watch. I mean, Danny Green, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals. You know, Danny will have some bad nights. He will be having nights where he shoots under 27%, and you look at him and think, what the fuck is going on? Sometimes it's the way he spaces himself. Sometimes it's the way he times his shooting. But on nights like this where he gives you, double-digit points and pretty efficient scoring numbers, you can't really complain all that much. And he provides a lot of support on the defensive end for the LA Lakers, and that helps out tremendously. And when you speak of defense, you got to talk about the birthday boy, Dwight Howard. Yes, the points might not be there. 8 points, 6 rebounds, 1 block. Hey man, brother made free throws, did a fantastic job. And you know what? I've been saying this for quite some time with Dwight being here in 24 odd games now with the Lakers, and I've been saying this guy has been a revelation. I love everything that he's been doing up to this point, and I hope he continues. And eventually, this can lead to a fully guaranteed contract for Dwight Howard moving forward, and he can be nothing but a huge asset. I mean, at this point, he is just a tremendous value to this team, and the Lakers just see continuous success. And yes, we're going to have a rough road game ahead of us. I believe the order is in this. I could double check real quick, but off the top of my head, I believe it's Orlando next, Miami Heat. There's a game in there that I'm not 100% that I want to just put a name out there, but I know we got the Indiana Pacers and the Milwaukee Bucks. So that middle one kind of is going to confuse me, but we got a 5-game road trip. They're not going to be back home for quite some time, and the last road trip game is Milwaukee, a very tough team. They're holding a strong, firm grip in the East, but for the Lakers, I mean, we're dominating in the Western Conference, and that is great signs for this new Lakers team. And boys and girls, I'm enjoying myself. And it's funny because, I'm wearing the Seahawks gear, and Rams played in the LA Coliseum today, but I'm cheering for the Lakers. I mean, it's a whole thing where I have to explain to people that I didn't have football growing up, so I chose the Seahawks. And yes, people will call it bandwagon. I did. It was after Super Bowl 49. But, when someone says bandwagon, I would counter and say, listen, you could bandwagon onto a team, but it's how long you stay after and how much you're willing to put effort into following this team. I've been to a Seahawks away game in Atlanta. I've been to plenty of fucking away. I get to one away game with the goddamn Lakers, and I'm a fucking LA fan since 1998. And to see this team come out of the shit mediocrity for years and just blast everybody in the ass with this shit, it's a beautiful thing to watch. And I hope it keeps going. And listen, they hate us because they ain't us. And let's go Lakers. So boys and girls, follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Now fuck off.